next speaker is, and our final speaker for the day. Alright. Okay, so he is the founder of Harvoxx Tech Hub. I think it's the fastest growing tech hub in Port Harcourt City. His tech hub is involved in the rapid technological advancement of the city of Port Harcourt, using instruments such as TECH UP PORT HARCOURT, an annual tech event held in the city of Port Harcourt for techies, both within Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Ladies and tech events, also another innovation from Harvoxx Tech Hub. Enabling women and young ladies to take the bull by the horn in the tech space. He's also a graduate from the prestigious Rover State University where he studied Petrol Chemical Engineering. He was part of the research window team in the Rover State University. There was so much ballast. I can't read them all. But at this point, I think we should welcome final speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, Stewart Ezekiel.
Thank you, everybody. Good afternoon. Okay, so let me apologize first for coming late. We had a very tight schedule at the office, so I was trying to rush as much as I could to get here. I sent in my slides. I was told I have 20 minutes. I'm going to try to do this in 20 minutes. So eventually you don't have that. I've shared the slides with Tammy, so maybe you try to share it. What I've made in the past, whether good or bad, the kind of people that I have around me, or even the amount of resources I have around me. So experiences are not necessarily laws. So you might want to analyze that. So I was asked to speak on collaboration in the tech ecosystem, and he pointed out three things. One, I will talk on collaboration. Number two, he said I should talk about funding. And number three, I will mention a little bit about mentorship and how you can navigate around the tech space. So let's start like this. For those of you that are already in the tech space, congratulations. For those of you that are going to come in, that was my second mission today. I want to come, but I know when you go to preach and say you want to win soul for Christ. So I want to be able to win a soul for the tech ecosystem today. So if you're coming in, basically, there are two spaces. You have the code and the non-code. So tech is not just about coding. I think in our Facebook page recently we made that post. So it's not just about coding. There are non-coding aspects of tech, just like the animation you just looked at. So product design, product management, digital marketing, quality survey testing, project management, of course, animation, so many of them, they are actually non-coding aspects of tech. But here is one question people ask every time on my DM. Sorry, please, I want to go into tech. Which aspect is profitable? The answer is very simple. All. I know a digital marketer who is 100 times richer than a back-end developer. I also know a project manager who is 1,000 times more wealthier than a mobile developer. I know a mobile developer who is far wealthier than probably even a product designer. The reason for the success in each of those spaces is probably what you try to decode from everything I'm going to be saying today. So whether you're going to the code and non-code, there's another vital information. For me, I do not believe, please take note when I say for me, it's my opinion. I do not believe that product design, back-end or front-end are career paths in tech. I believe that they are just journeys. The main path will depend on three things, which you should start finding out on time. One is if I'm in the tech space, do I want to be a freelancer? Do I want to be a tech employee? or do I want to be a tech founder? These are three important career paths in tech. PHP developers is going to be there. A strong Flutter developer is coming around to talk about what he's doing. They want to be there. A tech founder may or may not be there. A tech founder will want to be meetings where you have investors, where you have fellow tech founders, where you're talking about building teams, where you're talking about building products, where you're talking about launching products, where you're talking about business, marketing, sales. Now what we found out is that some persons were built to be tech employees, or they model tech founders. Some persons were built to be tech founders, but they model tech employees. These lifestyles are not the same. Let me give you the one that will shock you. If a tech founder gets $1 million now in his account, he's not going to buy an iPhone, a MacBook, a new phone, or anything. 90% of that money is going back into his business. It's either he's thinking about how he's going to improve his working environment, how he's going to make his staff, his team happier. So you can just see a tech founder, very simple, with one very simple Android phone. But you can even see his staff or her staff using an iPhone 13. Understand the difference. But if $1 million hits a freelancer's account, he can actually rush, buy a new MacBook, probably upgrade his iPhone, try to get a bigger headset or something, make his workstation more beautiful. So if someone who is a tech founder decides to follow that path and you have a salary of $500,000 to pay monthly, you can imagine how much your business will crash. This person is not paying office rent, this person does not have staff to pay, it's just going. But you is a different thing. Another example is that a freelancer, for example, will be in platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, MyPayJobs and all that. A tech founder won't be there. Even if a tech founder has most of those skills, he will be more focused on driving his team and marketing his skills independently outside those platforms. But you find them in platforms like Founders Institute, you find them in Y Combinator Startup School, TechPoint Startup School. Those are major differences. For a tech employee, he's built to be able to work. See, I know that with the way the society is, everybody talks about being your own boss. It's interesting. I wish you all the best. The truth about it is that it comes with its own unique challenges. And why you want to follow that path, I would strongly advise that you study, you learn, and try to understand how it works before you even think of trying to follow that path exactly. Some tech employees are built to be able to support. It is not everybody that knows how to, oh boy, sit down here, you go to the other side. No. Some persons just want to tell them to do this thing. They will do it perfectly. They were built like that. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are slaves. They are more productive when they are executing than when they are delegating. If you hand over delegation duties to someone who was meant to be a tech employee, you will mess it up. Because most times all he's thinking is all about coding, structuring, but it goes far beyond that, guys. So, when you understand these three parts as you're starting off, a year, 6 months, you need to start positioning to say, okay, I think I'm built for this. So I know if I'm interning, I know what I'm interning for. If I'm, what's it called now? If I want to collaborate, if I want to serve somebody, volunteer, I know what I'm volunteering for. And that brings us to the crux of the matter. So why are we seriously campaigning for collaboration? For most of you that are aware, a lot of persons are leaving Port Harcourt for Lagos, am I correct? In the tech space. So let me tell you what's currently going on. What's going on is that Lagos is using Port Harcourt the same way the white people use Africa. So Port Harcourt is now a breeding ground for talent, and then Lagos come beat them. They are not leaving because they want to naturally leave. Port Harcourt is a beautiful place, really. But you see, life is per head. You've heard that before, right? On your own. So you can't tell somebody to come and stay in Port Harcourt if the front-end developer is just managing 20,000, 30,000, getting gigs of 100,000 to do in 2 months, and then you make him an offer of accommodation and a salary worth of 300,000. There is nothing you want to tell him. But here is the truth. If you study the growth of the Lagos tech ecosystem, there is nothing they've done that cannot be done in the next 5 to 10 years. Absolutely nothing. The difference is that they collaborate while we compete. Now, in competition, everybody pretends to be winning. But in collaboration, everybody is actually winning. That's the difference. So in collaboration, in competition, what you see is that when I meet him, I want to tell him that I can code with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Node, Django, Python. I want to intimidate him. I want him to feel that I'm a lot more better. But in collaboration, I will eventually ask him, these are the things I'm doing. Which areas are you good at? Can we come together and execute this product? It's not going to cost you anything. I know what most people are afraid of. What if he takes my job? What if they pay him the money? We were told that Port Harcourt was a low-budget city. No jokes. And the temptation came over and over again. If we should move, the offers came. But there was something I told them. I said it's simple. People in Port Harcourt pay high to developers in Lagos. So we should ask ourselves why. Why are they paying so much to developers in Lagos, but they will pay less